everybody, CW here. Just back from the range. Really good day. Really good day. One problem. I was trying out some loads, 300 blackout, and this happened. Case head separation. Now this is old brass, and I got to measure it, but if you look close there, that is an excessively flat primer. I fired 3 loads, and one of them is pretty flat, one of them excessively flat. These are some commercially loaded reloads. So they're not done by a, Remington, Winchester, Federal, whatever. They're done by somebody with a license to produce reloaded ammunition. So what do? I think I've shown this before. It happened in the contender barrel. And usually all it takes is a brush. This happens to be a 338 because it's the one I grabbed. But you see the piece of brass in there? You see it in there? Let's see if we can zoom in a little more, because I can see it. See it in there? Need a little more light. I can get some light in there on it for you. See it? That's the edge of the case. Gonna come right out with a brass brush. You know how you push brass brushes in and you can't pull them back out? Well, we're going to use that to our benefit. I'll push it in here and then pull it back out, and the case comes. Okay, that didn't work. I thought I got it, thought it popped out, but it didn't work. So I soaked it overnight, and I tried it again this morning. It didn't budge. So I looked around. I thought I had an extractor, shell extractor. And I do, but it's 223. So I ordered a 30 carbine, hoping that it'll work. They're cheap, but it's good to have on hand. But I don't want to wait. So I've got it over here in the vise. I've got the barrel plugged with a couple of tight-fitting rolled-up patches jammed in there. And we are going to melt some Cerrosafe, which is used for chamber casts and things like this. And we're going to melt it and put it in, and then push out the whole thing as a plug from the bottom. I'm going to set you up, and we're going to do this. This is Cerrosafe. It melts at 150 degrees. It's a very safe, low temperature, light, inert material used just for this purpose. So let me get everything set up with the tripod here and get you set up so you can watch, get the propane in here, and get started. Stand by. Okay. This stuff melts really easy. Just gonna start the torch here. And there it's melting. Very easy. You always got to mix a little bit more or melt a little more than you think you're going to need. And that should be enough in there now. Turn the fire off and pour this directly into the chamber. There we go. Let that harden for a few seconds. And then prop it out. a little bit of overflow there. It'll all chip off okay. Stand by, let me get you a new angle. Let's hope that that's in there enough. I'll get a rod here on the bottom. Should be pretty easy to tap it right up and out. I'm just going in from underneath. There it comes. Our extractor is slightly in the way. There, everything comes out. And there it is. There it is. We got a little bit of the chamber as it wrapped around the tight-fitting wad. And there it is. Just that easy. Take it right out. Cerrosafe is nice to work with. You saw the little bit that spilled over. It pulled right off. Didn't hurt anything. Even the part here that hit the plastic down here on the scope, nothing hurt. Nothing problem. No problem at all. A little bit of residue right there. I grabbed on something. I'll see if I can get that out of there. I don't know what it's... Oh, you know what it is? There's a split in the ring. There's a split in the ring there. The way the rings are designed. See the little split in the ring? It went down in that split on that lower ring. But I can still get it out. I gotta play with it a little bit more. But it'll come out. All right, stand by. Let's take a look at the chamber. And there we go. Overall, pretty easy. Very, very easy to work with. This made it handier, but if you don't have one of these, you can certainly use a bunch of other things. When I did the 3006 chamber and the 6.5 chamber, I took a 50 caliber BMG case and cut it off to make like a funnel, and that fit perfect into the back of the gun, slid right down in, and it allowed me to funnel the lead right into the chamber. I'm sorry, the Cerrosafe right into the chamber. This is a bismuth alloy, melts at very low temperature, works really well. Very, very stable. You can measure all this and get a lot of very accurate dimensions. You can use this to cast and see your chamber. You can see the lead where the rifling starts. You can see how nice and sharp the rifling is. And like I said, you can mic and measure this for, I believe it's 24 hours and be extremely accurate. You can reuse it. This can be remelted down. So I can get this off here. I believe I'll keep it as a talking point. It's a little expensive, the Cerrosafe, but like I say, you can use it over and over again. So don't feel like you have to leave it in these things that you cast. And obviously I put the plug a little too far down the barrel. I should have had it way up here because that's all we needed. But no harm, no foul. There we go. So if you get one of these and you can't get it out, now you know there's another way that'll work. Cerrosafe. It's on the Jungle Store. Midway has it. Brownells has it. Lots of places has it. There you go. God bless everybody. CW out.